Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Arkansas state legislator overrides governor's veto on transgender health care bill. The Arkansas state legislature voted Tuesday to override a veto by Governor Asa Hutchinson on a bill that would ban gender-affirming treatments for transgender use in the state. The House voted 71 to 24 and the Senate 25 to 8 to override the governor's veto a day after it was announced. The Save Adolescents from Experimentation, or SAFE Act, bars doctors from providing gender-affirming health care to transgender minors, including hormones, puberty blockers, and transition-related surgeries. During a press briefing Monday, Hutchinson called the bill government overreach and called on state leaders to rethink the issue again before acting. You are starting to let lawmakers interfere with health care and set a standard for legislation overriding health care. The Republican governor said the state should not presume to jump into every ethical health decision. The SAFE Act is one of dozens of state bills introduced this year that LGBTQ advocates. Say diminish the rights of transgender Americans. Arkansas is the first state to pass a bill restricting transgender minors' access to gender-affirming health care. LGBTQ rights groups said the legislation, which will go into effect this summer, is unnecessary and detrimental for trans youth following the Senate vote. The ACLU tweeted, "We are preparing litigation as we speak. Attempting to block trans youth from the care they need simply because of who they are is not only wrong, it's also illegal, and we will be filing a lawsuit to challenge this law in court." Holly Dixon, ACLU of Arkansas Executive Director, said in a statement, "We are hearing from concerned families all over the state who are afraid about the impact of this bill and others like it. We are committed to doing all we can to support these families and ensure they know how to continue to fight for their rights and get the care and resources they need." Sponsors say the bill is meant to protect minors who they say are too young to make decisions on transition-related medical care. These children need to be protected, Republican Representative Robin Lundstrom, the lead sponsor of the act, told reporters Monday. The Associated Press reported Human Rights Campaign President Alfonso David called the SAFE Act deeply dangerous and that it would prevent children from seeking potentially life-saving treatments. By overriding the veto on this legislation, Arkansas will put itself in the lead of a race to the bottom fueled by fear and disinformation. He said during a press briefing Tuesday ahead of the vote, the American Academy of Pediatrics has spoken out against bills like the SAFE Act that target transgender youth. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that youth who identify as transgender have access to comprehensive gender-affirming and developmentally appropriate health care that is provided in a safe and inclusive clinical space. AAP President Dr. Lee Savio Beers said in a statement last month, the legislation would allow policymakers rather than pediatricians to determine the best course of care for our patients. And in some medically underserved states, it could mean losing an already limited number of pediatric practitioners who care for transgender youth. So basically, the bill they passed basically stopped transgenders from basically wanting to, let's say they want to be male, then they would have the right. With this is it would stop them from being able to get all the hormones to be fully male, because a transgender, basically they have both parts. So, and they're stopping it because some kids are too young, and it helps. Like if you become 18 or 19, then yes, that's your decision if you want to go this way or that way with either surgery or wanting to go this way in your life. But what they're trying to do is protect the minors from the parents, especially making decisions for the minors that may not be in their best interest. So they're trying to save them from that. So, it's tough. It's a tough decision. And like I said, I got to do more research into it, but from reading it and looking into some of the research that I have done, is that Arkansas is trying to help the transgenders minors more than hurt them. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Thank you for listening, and we're out. Deezy.